Good to go?
Yes.
All right. So I just want to welcome everyone to this webinar for EFT to reduce COVID-19 business fears. My name is Michelle Lashbrook, and I'm a friend of Karen's. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques, and it's my pleasure to introduce everyone to the presenter, Karen Bogruber. So Karen is a certified EFT practitioner with a client-centered approach, and she teaches highly sensitive people. And I think we can all agree that we're a little bit more than highly sensitive lately with, what's going on out there. And so Karen teaches simple steps to help reduce stress and fears. So I've personally known Karen for several years now and know that she is a beautiful soul. And so before we get started, I guess if we could turn off our mics just to make sure there's no background noise and make sure that you're in a comfortable spot. And with that, without further ado, I'd just like to introduce everybody and turn everything over to Karen.
Okay. Hello and welcome everyone. If you could please all turn off your videos and audios right now, because we are going to report a part of the webinar, and this way we take care of your privacy. So please turn off the audios as well, and I'm gonna take this away now. So that's just me. All right. So it's really nice to have you all here. I know there's at times where there's lots of worry and stress and fears, especially with us getting so much news all the time, and it can really introduce stress into our lives. And before we deal with something, I think it's always important to know what we're dealing with. And we all talk about stress all the time, but we don't know certain things about stress. The Oxford Dictionary actually describes stress as a state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting from adverse or demanding circumstances. And all this is really relevant right now for us. And many of us forget that there's actually positive stress and negative stress. Positive stress is also called eustress. Eustress is something that is a reaction to demands that we can handle, something that we know we can cope with, and we expect a good outcome. Examples for positive stress are, for me, for example, just before that the call today, experienced a little bit of excitement, and which really helped me to focus my energy. It was short term, and I knew that I can cope with it. So positive stresses are, for example, getting married, buying a house, getting a new job, starting a new business, approaching a new client in your business, or doing a new bigger things, a new location for your business. Those are all positive stressors and that are exciting and that we can deal with. On the other hand, there's a negative stress. And negative stress is something as an experience that we perceive as a threat, as something that with a poor outcome, something that we are afraid that we can't cope with. It's in contrast to positive stress, where we always expect a good outcome. So negative stresses are illness, injury, medical procedures, death, money, and business problems. And many of us have quite a lot of stresses around our business right now. Will we be able to continue our business? Do we have to close? Do we have to lay off people? Are we going to make some money? Are we going to pay our mortgages and all the bills that are still coming in? So it is really important in everyday life to know the difference between eustress and de-stress. Because we usually say, oh, I'm stressed, but if you know this is positive stress, then it's like, okay, great, I can cope with this, I can handle this, I can deal with it. So we don't always think just like, oh my God, I'm so stressed. You see the difference. And I think that's really important, and I find it really helpful in my life as I'm approaching new things in my business. So how do we create a space to breathe in a time where we are literally out of breath because there's so much news coming in, so much to think about, so much to worry and to take care of? And this is where I would like to introduce EFT, Emotional Freedom Techniques, to you. It's also known as tapping. So EFT combines a mindful awareness of your problem. You're speaking about the problems and the feelings that you have around your problem with really gentle self-administered tapping on meridian points. And when you gently tap on your body, it facilitates a relaxation response. This response comes automatically, and it allows us to reduce stress and anxiety and overwhelm. It's very simple. There's nothing that you can do wrong. And we're going to do an exercise now together, which you can do at any time when you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed. So right now, I invite you to sit straight in your chair, put your feet on the floor. Please keep your eyes open during the whole exercise. So we're going to start tapping on the side of your hand. It doesn't matter which hand you're using, just gently tap on your hand. Notice your feet on the floor. Maybe push a little bit with your feet onto the floor. Notice the pressure. Notice your legs, your behind on the chair. Feel the back of the chair supporting you, holding you. Notice your breath. Don't change anything. Just observe what's going on. Softly look around in your room until your eyes fall onto something that you really like. This might be a picture, this might be a plant, this might be your pet that is in the room with you. Really take this item in, like I'm looking at a painting that my son made. It's of the Earth in space, as a black background, other stars around it. I see the green and blue of the Earth, some white for clouds. Notice every tiny little detail. If you're looking at your dog, notice how the dog looks at you. If you're looking at the plants, see the colors, see the leaves. We're going to the next point, which is underneath your breasts, and gently tap here. Still be aware of your body. Next point is underneath your arm, right where your bra strap is, and keep on gently tapping. What's going on in your body? Observe. Be right here, right now, in this moment. And then the last point is just to tap your wrists together. You may notice that one of the points that where your body reacts stronger. If you have one of those favorite points, use that during the day to tap on, to help you to slow down, to be right in the moment, to relax. Especially relaxation is the opposite of stress. So this really helps us. Let's do another round. I invite you to listen. What do you hear except my voice? I hear the tapping of my hands on my body. I hear the clock ticking. It's very relaxing and soothing, actually. Just listen. What do you smell right now? Are you smelling the plants in your room? I smell the fruit that is sitting on my desk. There's some oranges, some grapes, some apples. I also notice my perfume that I put on. That's my favorite perfume. You can do this exercise anytime during the day. Focus on whatever is around you, what you perceive. Notice how you center yourself in your body. Become aware that right here, right now, in this moment, you are safe. Allow those feelings of safety to really go into every cell of your body. Take a nice deep breath. Create some space to breathe. Keep on tapping and trust that you are safe. I'm going to stop the recording now, and then I'll let you know when you can turn on the video, the audio, not the video, so that you can see me. Just one moment.